All right, good evening, everyone. I'd like to call to order the January meeting of the Mount Carmel Area School Board. If you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence. Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Please be seated. Roll call, please.
Mr. Valley.
Here.
Mr. Beresowski.
Here.
Mr. Becker.
Here.
Mr. Gonzalo.
Here.
Mr. Hickson.
Here.
Mrs. James is present. Mr. Muldowney.
Here,
Mr. Reno.
Here.
And Mr. Zach is absent.
All right, thank you. Any announcements, Mr. Cheddar?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Reno. Let's get through some of our district office announcements, some important dates coming up. So the last day of the market period is coming up tomorrow, January 17th. Just a reminder to parents and students to obviously be checking in with your teachers tomorrow with last minute questions on your grades. Report cards will be going home next Friday, the 24th. And just a reminder, this coming Monday, we are closed for Martin Luther King Day. And in February, on February 10th, the Monday after the Super Bowl, this is a teacher in service with no school for students. Also, this was communicated to our staff as whole. I know Mr. Demansky is in the process of communicating to seniors as well. But here's what our end of year dates look like. Baccalaureate Sunday, May 18th. Kindergarten graduation on May 21. Class night scheduled Wednesday, May 28th. The senior parade on Thursday, the 29th. The prom is scheduled for Friday, May 30th, with our graduation scheduled at this time for Sunday, June 1st. I just remind the community that January is School Board Recognition Month, and the people that you see here on the screen put tons and tons of time into our school district, and I am very appreciative of all their hard work. These are positions that are not paid. It's a lot of time. It is definitely not just coming to these meetings for a couple hours every couple Thursdays. It's hearing from myself and our administrators, and the people that you see here on the screen really have the best interest of our school district and our students at heart. So I really want to thank them. It's a tireless job, and I do appreciate everything that you all do for our district. So Mr. Valiant, Mr. Beresowski, Mr. Hickson, Mr. Brecker, Mr. Reno, Mrs. James, Mr. Gonzalo, Mr. Muldowney, Mr. Zach, and our solicitor Ed Greco, on behalf of our administration, thank you for all you do for Mount Carmel Area School District. Also, a couple thank yous. John Tomtitian III for your generous donation to the Mount Carmel Area Education Foundation of $10,000. Mr. Tomtitian would like half his donation to go towards our annual Caucus Camp, as well the other half to our planetarium project. So Mr. Tomtitian, in the memory of his father, he's someone who's supported our Education Foundation projects, and we're very thankful for his support. And the Reddy family, who continually supports our Tornado Buddy Bags and their $1,000 donation. So thank you to both individuals and families. And finally, I'd also like to thank Andy's Nursery. If anybody's been in our school, we've had these beautiful donated benches throughout our school. Our plan is that once the weather breaks, we're going to get them out by the flagpole out in front of the high school. So a little area where our students can relax and do some homework outside when the weather's nice. And that is all I have at this time, Mr. Reynolds.
Thank you, Mr. Cheddar. At this time, we'd like to recognize the Student Merit Award winners. For January, we start with high school, Hollenbush, and Mrs. James is going to read that.
Oh, you're good right there. Hello, the Mount Carmel Area Board of Education Merit Award winner for the month of January is Junior Mia Hollenbush. She was nominated for the Merit Award by School Guidance Counselor Christina Venavois, who said, as a dedicated varsity cheerleader for the past 5 years, she has not only shown athletic excellence, but also served as a role model for teamwork and perseverance. Her involvement in the community as a volunteer firefighter highlights her courage, selflessness, and drive to make a positive impact in the lives of others. She is consistently engaged in firefighting activities, balancing the demands of her extracurriculars with her community service efforts. In addition to her extracurriculars, Mia is excelling academically through her participation in both vocational technical programs and early college courses. Her pursuit of higher education, coupled with her ambition to apply for a co-op position, exemplifies her dedication to personal and professional growth. Her excellent grades reflect her ability to manage multiple responsibilities with discipline and focus. Throughout her high school career, Mia has consistently demonstrated strong leadership qualities, whether on a field, in the classroom, or within the community. She is a proven leader who leads by example, inspiring others to reach their full potential. Her unwavering dedication to excellence makes her an outstanding candidate for the Merit Award. Mia is the daughter of Brian and Sherry Hollenbush of Mount Carmel. Mia, on behalf of the Mount Carmel Area Board of Education, I am honored to present you with the Merit Award for January 2025.
Would you like to say anything, Mia? You're welcome to. You don't have to.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Congratulations, congratulations, Mom and Dad.
Congratulations.
Our next Merit Award winner is from the elementary school, is Jackson Troutman, and I'll read Jackson. I assume this is Jackson back there. Right there. Hi, Jackson. Congratulations. You are nominated by Mrs. Lazicki. She writes, "It is with great joy that I nominate Jackson Troutman, fourth grade student, for this month's Merit Award. Jackson is an exceptional student and a fantastic classmate. He is well-behaved, respectful, mannerly, organized, and diligent. He is more than kind to everyone who has the pleasure of being around him. He is always looking out for others and makes sure everyone is doing what is right. He is the type of student that makes everyone better just by being around him. He is a true role model for his classmates and sets such a good example of what Tornado Pride looks like. Jackson knows how to behave and what is expected of him at all times. He thrives on order and doing the right thing. He has amazing integrity. Jackson is dependable and organized and keeps his teachers on their toes. It's like having a personal assistant in the classroom. With his quiet and reserved personality, he is reliable, trustworthy, and always happy to help his teachers and classmates. I'm honored to be his teacher, and I could not be more proud of him. Our school needs more kids like Jackson Troutman. I hope he realizes how much he deserves this award. In his spare time, Jackson's hobbies are fishing, camping, hiking, and riding his four-wheeler. He also enjoys spending time with his friends. Jackson is the son of Michael and Clarissa Troutman. He has an older brother, Michael Troutman Jr. The family resides in Marion Heights. Congratulations from Mrs. Lazicki. Congratulations, Jackson. For the Mount Carmel Board of Education, I'd like to give you this award. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Would you like to say anything? No?
No.
Okay. And congratulations, Mom and Dad and brother. Congratulations, everyone. Please give everyone a round of applause again. We always say our students succeed because their parents are investing in their lives, so we thank you for that as well. And you are welcome to stay for the rest of our board meeting. As fun as it is, but you do not have to. So if you would like to leave this time, you are welcome to do that. Thank you for coming. We'll give you another round of applause. All right, a motion is needed to approve the minutes of the December 4, 2024 special board meeting and December 4, 2024 reorganization meeting. Motion, Mrs. James. Second. Second, Mr. Balley on the question. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Do we have a PTA representative report?
We do.
All right, Mrs. Segrist.
Happy New Year. We have had quite a bit of activity in the PTA this year. In October, we had our book fair that was only the second time that we've had it since COVID, and it was again a very good success. In November, we didn't have anything per se, but then in December, we had a holiday shop, which was a chance for the students to come and shop low price items to give to their family. And everybody who attended was very excited about that. It's something that we're looking to continue in the future. And then we also had a coloring contest in December that was very well received, and kids were excited about turning in the entries. We had I think close to 350 students who entered. So that's almost half of the elementary school. We're getting ready to hand out our annual PTA student gift. I actually brought samples if you want to see them, you can pass them around. They're socks this year that have the Tornado logo. Those are going to the elementary school and the junior high students.
Nice.
We are gearing up for our book bingo, which is going to be scheduled for February 17th. And that is the second time that we're having it. It's just a fun event to encourage literacy. We have a read aloud, and then the book bingo is a chance for the kids to walk away with books, and everybody who comes will walk away with a book. So, and then on the heels of that, we're hoping to do again the readathon in March.
Great. Well, thank you for all your work with the PTA. I've heard wonderful things, and I know the students have liked it, so thank you very much. We appreciate it. Recognition of guests desiring to speak to the listed agenda items. Any guests desiring to speak to listed agenda items?
It's not online.
Okay. Administrative reports, Mr. Cheddar, Superintendent.
Nothing additional at this time, Mr. Reno.
Senior high school? And junior high? Okay.
Good evening. The second marking period ends tomorrow, January 17th. Report cards will be posted on Friday, January 24th. The midterm exam schedule begins on January 21st and will continue through January 30th. Grades for midterms will be posted in SIS and then will appear on third marking period report cards.
Just two additional items. Congrats to competitive cheer, recently placed in district, advanced to states. Best of luck to the team, Coach Miglio, and other coaches at state championships, January 30th to 31st. Also shout out congrats to Coach Lozicki, notching win 300 in boys basketball. And Mr. Cheddar showed a picture earlier. I'd like to thank Andy's Nursery for the recent donation of the Pollywood bench at the high school. They look sharp, great addition to MCA.
Thank you. Elementary principal report.
Hi, good evening, everyone. On behalf of the elementary administration, we would also like to thank all members of our school board. We sincerely appreciate your willingness to hear us and to help us. Kindergarten registration is currently underway for the 25-26 school year. Packets may be picked up in the elementary principal's office, and the secretaries will schedule an appointment to return the packet. Elementary tutoring continues to be offered 2 days per week. We currently have approximately 90 students attending, which is more students than last year. Our FAST program, our Family and Schools Together program, which is a parent engagement program to build stronger and more supportive relationships at home and to help our students be more successful at school. Our spring semester session begins on January 28th. Flyers were sent home with students. Parents, please return them or call the elementary school if interested in joining. As Mrs. Segrist mentioned, our PTA Title I book bingo is scheduled for Monday, February 17th in the elementary cafeteria, and a special thanks to her and our PTA because we have had a ton of great activities this year so far. Just as the junior and senior high school second marking period report cards will be posted January 24th. Many thanks to our local community organizations, families, and churches throughout our district who contributed an impressive amount of gifts for students in need within our school throughout the holiday season. Finally, one additional thanks to the Triumph organization and the staff at SCI Cole Township for a large donation of winter coats for elementary students. It will be approximately 200 coats. The coats will be picked up next Thursday and then will be distributed to students later in the week. That is all I have this evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Nestico. Are there special education directors report this evening?
Yeah, Mr. Reno, it was emailed to me, so I'm just gonna review it quick from Miss Edmondson and Mrs. Chrisman. Bocce ball has started. Our team is doing a great job. We'd like to thank all the players, and Coach Croker and Coach Wetzel have been doing a great job. We'd like to thank Rohrbox, who came to our elementary school this past December to work with our life skills, speech, and occupational therapy students in making gingerbread houses. And also our high school transition activities have started with clinics for juniors. Thank you to Mrs. Giles, who is our transition coordinator, for leading this process for us. And that is all I have at this time. I would like to mention, though, later on, Mr. Reno, in our agenda, We are accepting the resignation of Dr. Kelly Christman as special ed coordinator. I would like to take this time to thank her for her service to our school district. She has been with Mount Carmel area for nearly 20 years. So we wish her luck in her new venture at Danville Everett School District. But again, thank you, Dr. Christman, on behalf of the school board, and our administration and staff for all you've done for our district.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Cheddar. Sarah, maintenance report?
Good evening. With the winter season here, we have been busy keeping up with the grounds not only during the week, but on the weekends as well with home sporting events. The parking lot lights have been switched over to LED, creating a brighter, safer area at night while conserving energy for the district. There has also been LED fixture upgrades throughout the elementary building as well. Over Christmas break, areas got deep cleaned as well as the second grade classrooms getting re-waxed. The stairwells got scrubbed, sealed, and handrails painted. With the winter sports season underway and going by quickly, we are getting ready for the spring sports season, which is fast approaching. I'd like to thank the staff for their hard work and dedication, keeping the place clean and up and running. That's all I have for this evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Brock. Is there an athletic director's report?
Good evening, everyone. Our winter sports season has been off to a competitive start, and we are hoping to continue that throughout the rest of the regular season and into the postseason with all of our teams. A reminder to any athlete who plans on competing in a spring sport but did not participate in a fall or winter sport and does not have a physical to please stop in the athletic office for paperwork. Mount Carmel Area Football Banquet will be held on Sunday, February 2nd at the Brady Fire Company. Cost of tickets are $25 per person and are being sold out of the high school athletic office. Coaches, football players, and cheerleaders do not need tickets for the event. And lastly, we would just like to thank our maintenance crew for the exceptional job they have been doing throughout the winter season. That's all I have.
All right, thank you. Moving on to athletic items, motion is needed to approve athletic items 1 through 4 as listed. Motion, Mr. Beresowski. Second, Mr. Brecker on the question. Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Valiant,
Yes.
Mr. Beresowski,
Yes.
Mr. Becker,
Yes.
Mr. Gonzalo,
Yes.
Mr. Hickson,
Yes.
Mrs. James Felch, yes, Mr. Muldowney,
yes,
Mr. Reno,
Yes.
and Mr. Zach is absent.
All right, a motion is needed to approve financial items 1 through 4. Motion, Mr. Valiant,
second Muldowney,
second Muldowney. On the question, roll call vote.
Mr. Valiant,
Yes.
Mr. Beresowski,
Yes.
Mr. Becker,
Yes.
Mr. Gonzalo,
Yes.
Mr. Hickson,
Yes.
Mrs. James Felch, yes, Mr. Muldowney,
yes,
Mr. Reno,
Yes.
Mr. Zach is absent.
All right, any committee reports?
The only thing I have at this time, Mr. Reno, is our Education Foundation will be meeting next month after our regular scheduled board meeting.
Okay, right. Moving on to new business, motion is needed to approve new business items 1 through 11 as listed. Motion, Mr. Brecker. Second, Mr. Valiant. Question. Roll call vote.
Mr. Valiant,
Yes.
Mr. Beresowski,
Yes.
Mr. Becker,
Yes.
Mr. Gonzalo,
Yes.
Mr. Hickson,
Yes.
Mrs. James Felch, yes, Mr. Muldowney,
yes,
Mr. Reno,
Yes.
and Mr. Zach is absent.
All right, personnel items, motion is needed to approve personnel items 1 through 7 as listed.
motion Muldowney,
Mr. Valiant,
second
Second.
Muldowney,
second Muldowney. Any question? All right, roll call.
Mr. Valiant,
Yes.
Mr. Beresowski,
Yes.
Mr. Becker,
Yes.
Mr. Gonzalo,
Yes.
Mr. Hickson,
Yes.
Mrs. James Felch, yes, Mr. Muldowney,
yes,
Mr. Reno,
Yes.
and Mr. Zach is absent.
All right, are there any public comments or questions at this time? Please state your name and your address.
Yeah, so my name is Michael Erickson. It's 313 Pear Street in Mount Carmel.
Okay.
So my question is basically just for like the residents of Mount Carmel. I didn't know if we could ever like have access to the pool area if we wanted to like swim laps or not, if there could be anything like, you know, like a pass or a fee or something like that. I know that you guys have like the swim team and, you know, birthday parties and stuff like that, but I just didn't know if like for people like myself that like swimming as their form of exercise, you know what I mean? So that's all that I wanted to like say as a citizen of Mount Carmel. That's all.
Guess I turn it over to Mr. Cheddar. I don't know. Or
Mr.
Well, I mean, our pool is being used by our swim team. But one of the biggest issues that we face is lifeguards. Because there's just not the lifeguard availability that there used to be. So even with those passes or that you're talking to, that might be difficult for us to do. I know the parties, there is a lifeguard, at least one lifeguard on duty at the time.
Yeah, so they can be rented for birthday parties and things like that.
Right, exactly. But for us to just to hold a general swim meet or swim time, I mean, it's difficult, but I'm sure the board would maybe take that into consideration in the future. But lifeguards are a big issue because of liability, obviously.
Historically, we have had, swims, I believe we've had like
Public
a
swimming.
designated time for like public swimming. And it was actually very poorly attended. And it was challenging to keep lifeguards, so it kind of died out. So, but we can, obviously talk about it again and maybe try to resurrect something.
Do you know of other citizens in the area that are interested in it or?
No, not really. It's just difficult because I think like, like Mount Carmel is a very, rural or wooded area. It's not like a Planet Fitness or an LA Fitness, you know what I mean? So it's you have limited resources.
Right.
So that's all that I was kind of saying,
If you want to leave your number, sir, again, like Mrs. James said, and Attorney Greco, it will be something that we could definitely add to future agendas to discuss the logistics, and if anything changes, we could certainly let you know if that's okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
Yeah. All right, thank you. Thanks. Are there any other public comments or questions at this time?
There are none online.
Okay, then can I have a motion for adjournment?
Motion.
Motion, Mr. Hickson. Second, Mr. Beresowski. All in favor?
Aye.
Next meeting is February 20th, 2025. Thank you, everyone.
Adjourned at 7:22.
Thank you.